survivor, and she just finished shooting her role in 𝒜𝓁𝓁𝒃𝓃𝓊𝓒e new film, Central Park 5 for Netflix. And I just thought, and I appreciate it's a whole bunch of men talking, but I think that we're going to get one sister up here. So the actress Aunjanue Ellis to come up. She's one of the best actresses in the land, and she's one of the Pacific. Aunjanue, come up for a second. She's been fighting the Confederate flag here. She's been out front and had on all of my shows. And so I said, Aunjanue, you've got a couple of things to say to this audience. So Aunjanue, go ahead, wearing an alpha black and gold. Go ahead.
Church in 𝒜𝓁𝓁, Mississippi, so we have to give honor. Give honor. My name is Aunjanue Ellis, and I'm from 𝒜𝓁𝓁, Mississippi. County is up in here today. And I wrote this thing, and I want to read a little bit of it today, so if you will indulge me. It's about what we're going through right now, this moment in time. But before I do that, I'm not a singer, so if some singers could help me sing, there is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. One more time. Oh, there is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Her name was Alma House. Her sister's name was Maggie, and she was hung with sisal rope right next to her. The names of their children, still unborn, still inside their bellies, we will never know. It is said that people who came to see the bodies of the sisters hanging from a bridge in 𝒜𝓁𝓁, Mississippi. Anybody from Clark County in here? In 1918. Could still see the babies wriggling even inside their mothers' bellies after the mothers had died. I no longer believe accounts of barbarism against black bodies in America elicit empathy or shame. I believe, in fact, that barbarism against black bodies has and continues to be an American pastime. What interests me are the people who came to see the hanging of the House sisters, the spectators, those who came with their covered dishes of potato salad for an afternoon of noosed necks. These hangings were not incidental. They were ritualized entertainment. Sometimes the audience would participate, setting fire to the bodies after they were released from the limbs. The spectators often took souvenirs, skin from the backs to make their wallets and purses, or smaller mementos to pocket like a finger or a toe. Photos snapped and used as postcards were distributed nationwide. One such postcard was the source material for Kerry James Marshall's Heirlooms and Accessories, in which the artist framed the faces of 3 white women, spectators at a double hanging, in bejeweled pendants. The expressions on the faces of the women do not reflect the macabre scene they witnessed. They range from indifferent to amused. The artist explains that he named his masterwork Accessories, and that these women were accessories to a double murder, and heirlooms, and that they would pass on an inheritance of violence with impunity, without impunity. Mississippi Senator Cynthia Hyde Smith, in musing she would follow a friend to a public hanging, boasts herself to be such an heir to such an inheritance. Thousands have petitioned for Ms. Hyde Smith's removal, and if she can forge a conscience, her resignation. However, even if Ms. Hyde Smith vacates her office, it will be a mere dumb show. The man who appointed her,
Come on now.
Governor
Talk about it.
will still be in power. A man who designated April as Confederate History Month. A man who's a dues-paying member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. A man who is an unrelenting defender of Mississippi state flag. It is a flag of the Confederacy, yes, but the butchery of the Confederacy was outlived and outperformed by the butchery of the state of Mississippi, which found its true and current expression in the Ku Klux Klan. This demands disambiguation, clarity. The flag of the state of Mississippi with its 13-starred satire, is the flag of the KKK. These lynchings that Ms. Hyde Smith references in her remark of regard happened largely after the Confederacy had folded. The Klan took over and was so embedded in government and law enforcement in Mississippi that its usual calling cards were deemed redundant. My own town of McComb, Mississippi was called the bombing capital of the world. Those who carried out these crimes were not redneck outliers and wood shacks. They worked out of lighted office and police cars, and they never saw a day in jail. Their children, their grandchildren will likely break bread with them on this Thanksgiving, safe in their warm homes, far from beyond the reach of justice. It is essential to note that Ms. Hyde Smith used the word. She did not say would have. She said would. Indicating she knows that lynchings are a very present practice. Young men and women like 𝒜𝓁𝓁 are proving worthy offspring of their terrorist forebears. There are new names joining Maggie and Alma Howes on the lynching victim rolls, like William Andrew Jones and James Craig Anderson. And all of this happens under the protecting cloak of that flag. It must be outlawed, in the way that the swastika was outlawed in Germany after World War II. This country led the effort to do that in Germany and yet refuses to do so here. And so it is that the United States of America is complicit in every crime, every act of violence that has been permitted and more succinctly instructed by that flag. Senator Hyde Smith, Governor Phil Bryant, and that flag must go. Their overdue departure will be a righteous purge for a land whose rivers and trees and soils are still brimming with that black blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood